Okay, let's do two final examples. Derivative with respect to x of 5x times secant of x squared. That's a product. Now, I could bring the 5 out front, use constant multiple rule, or I could just group the 5 with the x. That's what I choose to do. So, it's the first, product rule, it's the first times the derivative of the second, plus the second, times the derivative of the first. I'm going to write my roadmap just so I won't have to do too many steps at once and make a mistake. The derivative of secant. Now let's see. I want the derivative of secant f of x. Again, that is derivative of secant f of x is secant f of x, tangent f of x, f prime of x. Okay? So I have secant x squared, tangent x squared, times the derivative of x squared. Again, I had to use chain rule. The derivative of the outside is secant tangent. The derivative of the inside is the derivative of x squared. All right, now, I've got secant x squared. I bring that down. And I've got to take the derivative of 5x, so that's 5. I've still got a derivative here, derivative with respect to x of x squared, so I keep going. I just write this down. Derivative of x squared is 2x. I bring my 5 out front. Now I have 5x times 2x. That's 10x squared. Write down my secant x squared, tangent x squared. And this is my answer. I could, if I wanted to, factor out a 5 secant x squared. And I would get 2x squared. Because 2x squared times 5 is 10x squared. I already have the secant x squared, so I would need tangent x squared plus 1. Either one of these last two rows, either is fine. And a final example. The tangent of x quantity cubed, the derivative of that. Outside function is a cubic function, cubed, x cubed. So I have to use chain rule because I have an outside and an inside function. The derivative of the outside is this. I have to multiply by the derivative of the inside. The derivative of tangent x is, let me look above and see if I remember, it's secant squared x, right? Derivative of tangent x is secant squared x. Again, derivative of tangent, derivative of secant, you need to commit those to memory. So this is my answer, or I could write it like this. Now, I've got a couple of problems for you to practice on, and I've got a way for you to check your answers once you practice.